again? Let's begin. Right, so first question is to write the value of the underlying digit in the place value chart. The underlying digit we have here is the 3. The 3 is in the tens of thousands column. So the value of this 3 would be 3 multiplied by 10,000. So the value of this 3 is 30,000. Good, so let's go on to our second question. This question, number 2, says, what is the largest prime number in the box below? Now, what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are numbers that are divisible by itself and 1. So the prime numbers I'm seeing in this box is 41. What else? 23 and 67. Okay, 75 is not a prime number. One numbers can give us 75. 15 by 3 can give us 75. Okay, so 75 is not a prime number. 49 is not a prime number. Okay, 7 by 7 can give me 49. 87 is not a prime number. Okay, 29 by 3 can give me 87. So the prime numbers here are 41, 67 and 23, and they would like to know the largest prime number, and that will be 67. So 67 is our answer for number 2. Number 3, write 39 over 5 as a mixed number. How do we do this? How do we convert mixed numbers? All right, how do we convert improper fractions to mixed numbers rather? So we're going to divide by the denominator. So we're going to say 5 into 39. How much times could 5 go into 39? 5 can go into 39 7 times with a remainder of 4 over 5. So this is our answer for number 3. Let's go on to our next number. Question number 4, it says 36.48 divided by 6. How do we divide decimals? So I'm going to demonstrate this on this side of the board. We're going to have 6 into 36.48. 6 into 3 is 0. 6 into 36 is 6. Put back my point. 6 by 6 is 36. Now I'm going to subtract. 6 take away 6 is 0. 3 take away 3 is 0. Okay, now I'm going to continue the process. I'm going to divide, right? Usually I can bring down my 4. But could 6 go into 4? No, 6 into 4 is 0. Even if you work it out right here and you say 6 into 4, it's 0. You must write it. Okay, now I'm going to say 6 into 48. Why? Because 6 can't go into 4. 6 into 4 is 0. So what I'm doing, I'm bringing down the next 8. So now I'm going to divide. I'm going to say 6 into 48 is, and I'm going to write my answer on top. 6 into 48 is 8. 6 8s are 48. And now we're going to subtract, and we're going to get 0 here and 0 here. So the answer is what we have on top, 6.08. Now, someone may question, well, Miss, why bring down the 48 if I can work it out right here? If you can work it out right here, it's fine. Okay. Our answer is 6.08. Let's go on to the next one. Question number 5. Write the missing numeral to make the number statement correct. Here we have a 14 multiplied by 10 plus 14 multiplied by 7 is equal to 14 multiplied by what? 14 multiplied by 10 will give us 140. Plus 14 multiplied by 7 is going to give us what? So we're going to write our 98 here is equal to 14 multiplied by something. So the next step we're going to do, we're going to add 140 plus 98 is going to give us 238. So the question is, 14 multiplied by what is going to give us 238? So to get the answer, we can divide. Okay, so we're going to divide. How much times could 14 go into 238? Good. 14 into 2 is 0. 14 can go into 23 one time. 14 by 1 is 14. Now I'm going to subtract. Could 3 take away 4? No, so I need to borrow 1 from the 2, put it here. 13 take away 4 is going to give me 9. And 1 take away 1 is going to give me 0. Again, it's long division. So the next step is to bring down my next number, which is 8. So now I'm going to ask myself the question, how much times could 14 go into 98? 14 can go into 98 7 times. 14 multiplied by 7 is going to give us 98. Now we're going to subtract. 8 take away 8 is 0. 9 take away 9 is 0. So 14 can go into 238 17 times. So our answer is 17. Let's go on to our next question. We have the square root of 121 plus 9 squared is equal to what? The square root of 121 is 11. 11 times 11 is going to give me 121 plus 9 squared. What is 9 squared? 9 squared is 9 multiply by 9, which is going to give me 81. So it's going to be 11 plus 81 is going to give me how much? So all I need to do is add, and I am going to get 92. Now let's go on to our next question. Let's scroll down. Number 7, fractions. Here we have 5 take away 3/4 is equal to what? 5 is a whole number. So the first thing I'm going to do is to write my denominator. 1 is understood as my denominator, right? So the rule of thumb, I'm going to write it over. The rule of thumb is when we are adding or subtracting fractions, we must ensure that we have common denominators. What is the LCM of 1 and 4? The LCM of 1 and 4 is 4. Now we're going to divide and then multiply, okay? I'm just writing it for those who are not sure of the steps. 1 can go into 4 times, and 4 5s are 20. Subtract. 4 into 4 is 1. Then we're going to multiply the answer to this numerator. 3 1s are 3. So now we have 20 take away 3 is going to give us 17 over 4. Now, anytime you're doing fractions, you must reduce your fractions in its lowest form, okay? So how much times could 4? It's an improper fraction, so to reduce it, I'll have to convert it to a mixed number. How much times could 4 go into 17? 4 can go into 17 4 times, because 4 4s are 16 with a remainder of 1 over 4. So our answer is 4 1/4. Let's go on to the next question. Our next question is 8. Very simple. Write the total value of the bills and coins. So all we need to do here is add, right? So we're going to check how much dollars we have and how much cents we have. All right. So in terms, I'm writing D for dollar and I'm writing C for cents. Okay. So how much dollars do I have here? I have 5 plus 1 plus 1. So as we can see here, we have a total of $7. Notice I'm writing my dollar signs. Now let's calculate the cents. How much cents do I have? So we can write down all the cents, all the coins that we have, and we can add them. For those who can already see the answer, as you know, we can multiply 25 by 3, right? And then add 15. But for those who don't understand what I just said, you write down all the coins like this and you add 5 cents, 10 cents, right? And when we add this, we're going to get a total of 90. So the answer for this question is $7.90. Let me write it like this: $7.90. Okay, I hope you're understanding. Let's go on to the next question. And number 9, multiplication. We have 312 multiplied by 15. All we need to do is write it down and begin to multiply. What do we do when we are multiplying by these two digits? The first thing we're going to do is add a 0. Then we're going to say 1 by 2 is 2, 1 by 1 is 1, 1 by 3 is 3. Then we're going to say 5 2s are 10. Put the 10 outside. Good. 5 1s are 5, plus 1 is 6. And 5 3s are 15. Now we're going to add 0 plus 0 is 0, 2 plus 6 is 8, 1 plus 5 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4. So the answer we are getting here is 4,680. Good, so let's go on to number 10. Write the missing numbers in the boxes below. Here I have 4, 3 and something plus 9, 400, 3. I can't even say it like that because I don't know what's the missing number. So I'm just going to read it like this. Okay, 4, 3, something missing plus 9, something 7 is equal to 1,345. So we need to work this in parts to figure out the missing numbers. All right, so I'm going to label it up. I'm going to write ones, yes, tens, right, and hundreds. So under the ones column, I have to ask myself what number is added, what number has to be added to 7 to give me a digit that ends in 5. Now 7 plus 7 is going to give me what? 14. But 7 plus 8 is going to give me what? 15. Isn't that so? Right? So that's what we're asking ourselves. We can write it over like this: 7 plus, okay, is equal to 15. What number? Oh, as a matter of fact, let me erase this because I already told you that is equal. We're going to use 15. All right. So something plus 7 is equal to 15. What is going to give me that? 8. All right. So I'm going to use 8 here. Let's add and see. 8 plus 7 is 15. Now we're going to cross out the 5. What we notice? The 5 comes here. Let's go to the tens column. 3 plus something is going to give me 4. You can almost see this. 3 plus what? 3 plus what is going to give me 4? 3 plus 1. Look at it. 3 plus what is going to give me 4? 3 plus the 1 on the outside. See? 3 plus the 1 on the outside is going to give me 4. Now we have what? 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is going to give me 13. So these are the missing numbers. Yes? Let's go to question number 11. Right, what is the distance in centimeters between point P and point Q? Right? So we can work this out in two ways. I'm going to show you. So I need to check from 18 because it's 70 meters. And just like a ruler, you know, from here, 18 to 19 is 1 centimeter. So I can check it by looking at my ruler. Yes. So I can say from here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice that. And it comes here, 6.5. So reading my ruler, sometimes we'll be able to figure it out. But if you're not able to use the ruler, you don't understand this method, there's another method you can use. All right. To get the distance of P and Q, we can simply subtract 24, because where is this ending? Where is Q ending? It's ending on 24.5, right? It's ending on 24.5. So what I can do is subtract 24.5 from 18. And if I subtract this, notice when my points are, it's lined up. 18 is a whole number, so it's going to come before the point. There is no number after the point. All right? I don't even need to write 0.0, okay? Just know where you need to put your whole number. So 5 take away 0 is 5. Put back my point. It's important to line your points up properly. 4 take away 8 is, or 1 from here. 14 take away 8 is going to give me 6. Notice I'm getting the same answer, 6.5. So any method you use, you'll be able to figure out your answer. Let's go on to question number 12. Read the time shown on the analog clock. Write this time on the digital clock. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to write this time on the digital clock. All right, hope you're seeing it clearly. Good. So what time is it here? So let's look at it. This is my long hand. For those who can't tell, this is my long hand. Okay, and this is my short hand. Okay, so looking at this, I can see it's 20 minutes before 5 o'clock, right? Or 40 minutes after 4 o'clock. All right, I can see that, but let's work it out together. The long hand, we're going to check from here. You know, your time, you count in 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm labeling this to help those who are not sure. 25, 30, 35. Right, so let's start over. Good. So this long hand, when it's on 1, it's 5 pass. This long hand passed all here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Good. So we can see it's 40 minutes past. Where am I going to write that? I'm going to write the minutes past on this side. Yes, it's 40 minutes past what? We need to look at the shorthand for that. It's past 4. It's past 4, okay? It's going to 5. It's not on 5 yet. It's past 4. All right, so we need to write 4 here. So we can read the time here as 4:40 or 40 minutes past 4. Okay? Let's go on to our next question. Question number 13. The calendar below is torn. What would be the date of the 5th Friday? Okay, so as we can see here, the calendar below, it was torn and they want to find out what will be the date of the 5th Friday. I'm going to show you 2 ways you can do this. I mean, for some, immediately they'll say, okay, miss, the easiest thing for me is to draw what was missing. And that's okay. But I'm also going to show you an easy way. All right. So I'm going to draw what was missing and just put in the numbers. So I'll be able to figure out the date of the 5th Friday. So here we have the 1st Friday, the 2nd Friday, the 3rd Friday, 4th Friday. So we want the 5th Friday. So if the last date I can see is the 16th, then it means the next day is going to be 17th, the 18th, the 19th, right? The 20th, and so on and so on. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. So as we can see here, the 5th Friday is going to be the 29th. There's also another way we can look at this. All right, we can look at the pattern. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a table. All right. In this table, I'm going to demonstrate the pattern that is present here. So we 1st Friday, 2nd Friday, 3rd Friday, 4th Friday, and 5th Friday. All right. So this is going to be the 1st Friday. Right, so the 1st Friday was what? The 1st, isn't that so? The 2nd Friday was what? The 8th. What was done to 1 to give us 8? As you can see, it's a difference of 7. So if I add 7, I'm going to get 8. Okay, let's see if this is consistent. The 3rd Friday is what? The 15th. Let's see if we add 8 to 7, if we're going to get 15. Yes, we are. So if I add 7, I'm going to get 15. So what will be the 4th Friday? I have to continue the pattern, don't I? So I'm going to add 15 and 7, and I'm going to get 22, sorry. Now the 5th Friday, I need to add 7 to 22 as well. And what am I going to get? 29. Okay, so that means the 5th Friday is going to be the 29th. So whichever method you choose to use, or right, whichever method you select, is going to be fine. You're going to get the same answer. I just wanted to show you that there are 2 ways you could have done this. All right, I know most of us is going to say, Miss, I'm sticking to writing back what is missing from the stone calendar because it's going to be much easier. All right, let's go on to the next question. Question number 14. Let's just clear the drawings on the screen. Lovely. So this question number 14. The solid below is made up of cubes of the same size. All right. So they want us to find out the total volume of a cube. Now, how do we find the volume of a cube? We need to know that. To find the volume of a cube is length by width by height. Now, where am I going to get the length? Where am I going to get the width? Where am I going to get the height? All right, so this here, this line is going to represent the length. All right, I'm going to change the color. This red line here, we're going to represent the width. And then this green line here is going to represent the height. Okay, so I'm going to find here, here's going to give me the length. Here is going to give me the width and then the height. All right, so let's work it out. How am I going to get the length? What is the length going to be? As I can see here, from here to here is 270 meters. So to get the length, it's going to be, what's the length of this? How much cubes do I have? I have 4. So I'm going to work out each one here. L for length, okay? W for width, H for height. I'm going to work out each one. Okay, so the length is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 by 2. So to get the length is going to be 4 multiply by 270 meters. Okay, so the length is going to be 8 centimeters. What's going to be the width? What am I seeing here? The width is going to be 3 multiplied by 2 centimeters. And this is going to give me a total of 6 centimeters. Height. How am I going to find the height? This is going to represent the height. How much cubes do I have here? 2. So the height is going to be 2 times 2 centimeters, which is going to give me a total of 4 centimeters. How am I going to find the volume? I have to multiply length, multiply by width, multiply by height. What is the length? 8 centimeters. Multiply by what is the width? 6 centimeters. Multiply by what the height is? 4 centimeters. And this is going to give me a total of 192 centimeters cube. Okay, so this is how we find the volume. Now let's go on to our next question. Our next question is number 15. Let's see what number 15 is. Right. On the diagram below, which two angles are greater than 90 degrees? Now it's easy to solve this because of the diagram that was given. All right, so we know how a 90 degrees right angle, so it will look like this, right? So we can draw lines. Let's draw lines. So let's start with A. Okay, so A, I have a line here. Okay, so a line from here to here. See that? I'm drawing a right angle. This here. So what are we seeing here? Now, if, let me write it in red. This entire thing here would represent 90 degrees. But what I can see about A, it's not fully 90 degrees. It's a bit less than 90 degrees. You can see that, yes? So A is less. And what does the question want us to find out? Let's just scroll up a bit again. They want to know which two angles are greater. Okay? So let's do it over. My writing shift a bit, so I'm just going to draw it over for us. Okay? Draw it a bit bigger for us to see it as well. So this line here, good. Right. So this angle here, as you can see, it's not fully 90 degrees. So as you can see that this angle here is less. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight here. Let's go to B, 90 degrees. So what we can see here, if I draw this line here, this is a right angle I'm drawing here. What do I notice? B is what? Greater. Yes, it's greater. It's more. It's greater. Okay, let's go to C. Now we need to check each one, huh? Let's go to C. Point here, draw my straight line. Good. If I draw my right angle, what do I notice? C is also greater. What do I notice? Is C greater or is C less? Is C greater or is C less? Good. As we can see here, C as well appears to be less than 90 degrees. So this one is less. Remember, I showed you all how 90 degrees would look. Right angle, it will look like this. So I'm just drawing this on each angle to see which one is less and which one is greater, okay? Let's go to D. From here to here. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight all again so that we can see it. So you can see. See? It's less than 90. There is space here. This one is greater. Greater than 90. Look at C. C stops there, so it's less than 90. Yeah? Let's look at D. Oh, yes. D is greater. Yes? D is greater. So the question wants us to identify the two angles that are greater than 90 degrees. And those two angles would be B, as you can see, B is greater. Okay, so answer would be B and D. Okay, so these are the two angles that are greater than 90 degrees. This is where we'll be stopping today in this live session. Be sure to tune in again next Saturday as we continue to work out the 2019 C Maths Past paper. All right, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this as well.